one element, a very important element, is in the storytelling, which is about universal themes and local authenticity. What I mean by that is that if you take most of the story narratives are about, ambition, revenge, love, resilience. But then the setting is very rooted. For instance, take Drishyam. It's about familial bonding, but there was a local twist. Take Kantara, for instance. It has a strong cultural reference, but the theme was about land and pride. Take a movie like KGF and Bahubali. KGF was, the setting was Kolar Goldfield, or Pushpa was Rayalaseema, right? But Pushpa was not just about smuggling, but it was about an uprising of an underdog. KGF was about oppression. So these are all universal themes. I loved watching Lunchbox. Right? Have you seen that movie? Now, it's about the Dabawala in Mumbai, right? But what is the theme about? The theme is about loneliness and hope. So if you see, most of the stories have universal themes, but the setting is very critical when we tell the story. That setting has to be very rooted and it has to be very authentic. Then the story travels. No, not just in films, but you take even the web series content that all of us are trying to create. Take Sacred Games. It was about Mumbai underworld, right? The theme is about how people can get affected because of corruption. It's about the underworld, right? Corruption or power influences and makes you more corrupt. That's what or take the Kota factory, right? That's about the coaching campus, IIT coaching campus, right? But then most of us, the struggle that they go through, or even in Bengal, Z5 created Kali, which is about the Calcutta underworld. It's about a woman, to what extent she will go to save her kid. Now, why I'm saying that is, so if you see all of this, it has the universal theme. And now the other important factor, as you tell the story with theme and having a universal appeal, the important factor, you tell stories through characters. So the character arc is very important in our storytelling context. And character arc with relatable emotions. I will tell you an example of what a feature film that we are just doing right now, which we just got completed, and it will get distributed in Telugu next month. Some of you must have seen this film called JJ Hey, a Malayalam film of Basil Joseph, done at 4 crores, done around 50 crores in terms of top line. Now, this film is about protagonists. It's about the fear. She is at crossroads about what to do for herself and what the society expects of her, right? That's the story. Now, it worked very well. Now, we have adopted that and executed it in Telugu. So what we have done in Telugu, we have kept the same theme, but the context setting is different. We have done it in Rajamandri. So we have the Godavari dialect in that. And then in JJJ, it is, he runs a poultry farm because it is Rajamandri. He has a fish farm. Now in JJJ, he has idiyappam as a staple diet. But we have had, idli and a different kind of chutney that's not made out of grinder, but through manual stuff. So these are the elements of changes. So the story, what you're trying to say is the same, but you just have to make the context setting is what is important. And the other important ingredient is larger than life in terms of production values. You saw KGF, Bahubali, and then you have the latest, the Kalki, in terms of the production values is larger than life and the story travels. The important innovative element that has been added now, I would say, is cross-pollination in terms of talent and in terms of setting. So cross-pollination of talent, I would say, take the case of Farzi. You have Vijay Sethupathi and Shahid Kapoor, right? So you have the fan base of Vijay Sethupathi wanting to see that, and you have the fan base of Shahid wanting to use. The next movie that gets released of Rajni sir, Veteyan, you have Amitabh Bachchan sir, you have Fahad Fasil, you have an ensemble cast. So that's a new strategy that we have all started adapting so that the stories travel. So that is one. And then the other important element is setting. For instance, you have seen some of the Malayalam films like Premalu. The setting is, the theme is love, but it's set in Hyderabad. I'm sorry, Hyderabad, yes. And Avesham, it was set in Bangalore. Or Manjumal Boys was set in Ooty, in Tamil Nadu. So cross-pollination of talent and the setting make sure that it crosses, the stories cross, the story gets carried over. And today the most important other new element is dubbing and subtitling. See, Dheeraj, earlier on we were not giving importance to dubbing, but today there is a lot of importance that is given to dubbing. The quality of dubbing has improved. Like for instance, if you see in KGF, in Pushpa, Allu Arjun's voice was dubbed by Shreyas Talpade. Or in the case of, again, Yash's voice in KGF was done by another notable dubbing star. So quality dubbing. So dubbing is not just for translation. So they make sure that it is, the lip sync is proper, it is seamless. So all these elements are making sure today that regional storytelling goes across, not just in India. It doesn't cross from one state to another, but also international. Look at what Minnal Murli did in Netflix, our homegrown superstar, right? So that's the magic that we are creating in terms of regional content storytelling.